Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Hope everyone had a good weekend. Today, we're going to take a look at a really critical component of government bid and proposal opportunities and projects, and that's the possible types or methods of evaluation a given government customer or agency may use when making their award determination for a contract opportunity. Specifically, we're going to break down the differences between what are known as best value trade-off evaluation approaches and LPTA evaluations, which that acronym, in case you're unaware, that acronym stands for, of course, lowest price technically acceptable, LPTA. So we're going to explain not just the difference between these two approaches, but also what implications they have on your final offer and your proposal strategies at large. So let's jump right in and get going here with this. Lots to discuss. Okay, so you should all know by now, right, that my priority personally is education, and we want to simplify government proposals for your business, eliminate the complexity that comes with trying to understand this stuff on your own, and really save you the time and headache that comes along with that too. So here we are again, kickstarting this live training here with some definitions. Gotta love definitions. We're going to take a look first at LPTA, lowest price technically acceptable, that evaluation approach, just because of the two, LPTA is, I'd say, the more straightforward. So an LPTA source selection and evaluation process is one that is used by the government when the agency is simply looking to award to the lowest priced offer that meets the minimum requirements. In other words, if your proposal checks all of the compliance boxes and is the cheapest, you win the award. There are no extra points or advantages tied to quality or innovation. This evaluation method is most often used and most commonly used for commodity type services, like for a straightforward products contract where you're supplying, say, physical office supplies. That would be an example. And so with these products or commodities, the government will often use LPTA because quality differences from vendor to vendor aren't, generally speaking, that significant. That's kind of the rationale of when you'll see this evaluation approach employed. And so contracts of this type using LPTA, they have the requirements or specifications really well defined, and the government anticipates that there is a really low risk of unsuccessful contract performance, which would obviously be the case for commodities or products. That would be in those instances where the only serious way for unsuccessful contract performance would be for there to be like a failure of delivery. So the government will use LPTA also when, like I said, they anticipate the risk for that unsuccessful contract performance to be low. And so these are kind of the general conditions you will see when LPTA is being used. Now let's take a look at the best value trade-off approach, and also sometimes just referred to as best value. This evaluation method is used for more complex government contracts and projects where the long-term outcomes of the contract could be strongly affected by even like the slightest compromises in a contractor's service quality or performance delivery. So in this case, selecting an awardee simply based off their price has too high of a risk for the government agency and their contract objectives. So a good example might be a government agency who is looking to purchase, say, a new software system, or improve a problem they're experiencing with a software system. So they get approval to issue a contract for it and then issue a best value solicitation with the objective of encouraging and really promoting industry innovation to solve their problem, which is then outlined in contractors' proposals. So that is, again, the rationale here for this evaluation approach. With the best value trade-off, offers and proposals are evaluated based off price, of course. That evaluation factor never goes away, based off price, but also quality. The government agency considers both price and non-price factors when selecting an awardee, meaning it is completely possible for the government to award the contract to a bidder whose offer was priced higher than some competitors, maybe even the most expensive offer. But the government determined in their evaluation that the proposal's other non cost, non price factors significantly and sufficiently outweighed the additional cost. So, in other words, the government is prioritizing overall value over just lowest price. Some of the most common non-price factors include, your past performance and experience, innovation in your technical approach, risk management strategies. All of these additional elements and factors could lead to the government awarding the contract again to perhaps even the highest bid proposal if they find it offers the most superior overall value. Going back to our earlier example, that could mean the government selects a competitor who offers perhaps a more expensive software system, but that system offers a better and more advanced functionality and long-term benefits or whatever it may be. So again, overall value, price, and non-price factors. Okay, so with an understanding of these two proposal evaluation methods, I want to really quickly offer some tips and notes on how your business should respond when putting together your offers. And I want to point out too that it's precisely because these different source selection processes influence the way you should build and structure your offer that it's just another clear justification for why your business needs to be exercising a really efficient solicitation review process and workflow. Um, so now that I have that point off my chest, let's start with the LPTA approach. If it's solicitation, you're looking at bidding on. If it's sites, it's using LPTA. You need to note that prime and sole determining factor for award is price. That is the number one consideration for the government buyer. And so this means that for opportunities of this type, your industry and market research on competitor pricing is critical. I help my clients learn how to conduct meaningful market research of this nature, but some basic tools you can use to get started on your own are FPDS, SAM.gov, and USA Spending. So learn the market tools and resources and make it a habit that you use strong data to inform your final price point on all offers, but especially for those being evaluated according to LPTA. Now, when it comes to best value trade-off opportunities, we're looking at some shifts here in your proposal strategy. Not only do you want to have a competitive price, of course, but also you must clearly document your rationale for your quote, especially if you expect you'll not be the cheapest option. And then, of course, on top of that, you need to ensure your non-price factors and proposal components are compelling to the government agency and highlight what sets your business and solution apart. So highlight your superior past performance, explain and demonstrate how your unique solution will benefit the customer, boast your expertise, testimonials, your case studies, your certifications, whatever you can show the evaluators that your offer overall does provide the superior value. So sell your strengths, use data to justify your value, and present yourself as not the cheapest option, but just the smartest option. Going forward, we'll reconnect next week as we always do with some more helpful information. I hope you found some value in this video, some insights that you can move forward with, apply to your business when considering evaluation strategies and evaluation methods employed by the government. As always, if you have any questions about what we discussed today or in general, feel free to message me, and I'll talk to you guys next week. Thanks.